Hello Libra, and welcome to your August 2021 reading. I'm so excited to look into your energy today for the sun, moon, and rising signs of the Libra collective. Remember, energies can be reversed. If this reading does not resonate with you, stick around because we're going to talk about essential oils that you can use for the month, crystals, and also a short meditation at the end, releasing the trapped emotions of abandonment out of your heart and crying out of your lungs. Well, it has been a strong week of Lionsgate energy. Lionsgate is an alignment between two planets that are not, one of them is not really a planet, but alignment that causes such big energy and life changes, moving up until August 8th. And then the door opens and then boom, life is different. And I'm sorry I didn't get this video out yesterday, which was planned, but my Lionsgate energy hit me pretty hard and my life completely turned upside down. Swords of Truth came out and it was like life looks a whole lot different now. So, that might be happening to you. If it is, just hold on to the energy. I knew it was just really strong energy, but it was something that needed to happen. So it was all good. It was all good. It's still a little unsteady, not really sure where I'm going from here, but it is what it is. And I'm really excited for you guys though, and I have Libra in my chart, so I'm excited to see what's going on for us for this month. I want to thank all those people who've donated to this channel, people who have watched the videos, who have watched the ads. That brings in revenue to this channel, and I appreciate that. If you bought anything from Amazon using any of those links, that helps me as well. There's always going to be stuff in the description box down below, anything that I talk about here, and you're like, I wonder if she put that in there. I did, more than likely. Also, I'll put I'll put some links down in the description box for like another video. I think it's a full moon or something that we just had that I had in all the other videos. I can't remember. Anyway, guys, let's get started and see what's going on. We're looking for the month of August. We're only accepting the highest and best truth for the Libra Collective's highest and best good, bringing forth the most accurate answers. Also, at the end, during this video, I activate the Holy Fire Reiki energy. So if your higher self wants it, you'll get it. And if not, then there's nothing to worry about. It's just there if you need it. I give you the opportunity because I can do it. So same thing with the releasing of trapped emotions. I can do that. So I do it. All right, guys, where are we at? Okay, Libra. All right, so we have a moving forward card. All right, we have reminiscing chats, equal give and take. Oh gosh, this is good. Oh my gosh, this is so in line with what's going on in my life. I can't believe what happened yesterday was so in line with that Lionsgate video. That's what I'll put in the description box. The Lionsgate video that I just did. Oh my gosh. It was so on point, and I had people texting me yesterday being like, oh my gosh, I did not know that was really going to happen in the way that it did, and for what was going on with them. And I'm like, I can't talk right now. I'm in the middle of a tower moment. My whole life is upside down right now. Like I've got to center myself. So it was something else. But I'm really excited for this reading. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. And they're giving me all these cards. I'm going to tell you a story. Are you ready? Oh, the overall energy for this reading is very gorgeous. We have a transformation of self, of love, of life, of the things that were not working for you is being transformed during this energy, during this month. Some of these things might take some time, but the transformation is beginning, it's starting, the door is open for transformation for Libra. So this is really good. And it's all about reviewing reviewing your life. That is exactly what happened with me, so I agree with that. It's about reviewing life and reviewing what you want, what you need, what would make you happy, where do you want to go from here, those types of things. It's definitely a review of life, and it's bringing in manifestations that you've been asking for a very long time. So Libra, I know a lot of you guys have been asking for a specific manifestation for some of you guys like 2 years. In my case, probably 25 years. But you've been asking for a specific manifestation, right? And you maybe have asked for it a couple of different times in different ways, and you were like, how come it still hasn't manifested? How come I still am in the same place? No matter what I've done, no matter what we've done, we're still in the same place. And what that's going to do is that reviewing of the manifestations, a reviewing of what you want, transforming your love in your life, is going to help you put it all down and be done with that. It's a turn of events. A lot of people were having swords of truth, turn of events, transformations. It's really crazy during this month. This month has the strongest energy ever. It's been amazing and scary at the same time, because when we have strong energy like that, we have major life changes as well. Scary things that maybe you didn't want to look at, maybe you didn't want to do, but God is saying, you don't have a choice. It's time for you to do it. You're asking for this, and I can't give it to you until this is gone, pretty much. You've got to get rid of this sort of thing in order to bring in this new thing. And so that's what I'm feeling very strongly for you. And what it's going to do is bring you what you want. You're wanting the Queen of Cups. You're wanting this intuitive, nurturing nature. You're wanting an ideal partner. You're wanting to be very intimate. You're wanting your life to be stable and have good boundaries. And you want to bring in motherly love energy, and just, you want your love to be, your world to be a better place. You want to follow love and happiness and follow your hearts and dreams, and you feel like you've been doing that thus far. It's just a lot of you guys are feeling like you've been banging your head up against the wall, trying to have something happen that just isn't happening. When we get to essential oils, I'm going to go ahead and see if there's other essential oils, because one of them you can't get, and the other one for me is upstairs, but I definitely will tell you about it in a second. Okay, so let's move on. So you're coming from a very joyous, happy place where you feel like you got news of some things that were really good, maybe news of moving, a reunion. You got news of maybe even getting married, some of you guys, but you have news of happiness. Okay, so you know that the happiness is there. It's on the horizon. You can feel it. You know it's there, and that's what's making you so strong with these conversations that you're having right now, where before you may have had fear around the conversation, like, oh, I can't have that conversation because that means that, my whole life will turn upside down. And if it turns upside down, what am I going to do? It's going to be too hard for me to do what I really need to do. And so what happened though is this happiness came in so strong that it made you feel strong, and it made you feel like you could speak up for yourself. No, I can say what I want to say. You know what? Sit down and listen to what I have to say. It's like that type of energy. Very good. Okay, so what happened is, in the month of August, the energy that is the month, this is the overall what's happening. The energy of the month that's moving you forward is this forward movement. So it could be moving. It could be you moving away from negativity and toxicity and moving into something so much better for you. It could be that you're willing to leave something that you have built. See, this person built these cups. So you're willing to leave something that you have built, something that you have had a lot of great pride into, in order to go towards something that is so much better for you. And I use this analogy for some of the other signs, was like, in order, maybe you have to leave like some money behind. So I was telling him that when I moved my money over from a traditional to a Roth, I had to pay like $6,000 in taxes. And that was really hard for me to do because that was money I saved. So it was like, okay. So $6,000 in taxes, I was okay. I was like, all right, well, I'm going to leave that money and give it to taxes, but I know that I'm going towards $1 million one day. I have the ability to make $1 million one day in a Roth IRA if it's invested well, and I'm smart about it, right? And I don't pull it out and all of those things. So it was like I knew that. I was like, okay, so leave $6,000 today and move towards $1 million. And that's kind of what I feel like is going on with you here. I have to leave something that's really important to me, but I'm going to be moving towards something that's going to make it even better for me. Okay, so that's really hard sometimes for the child inside of us to see, and the child is stuck in fear, and the child is stuck in all of these core beliefs. But if we can help the child see that, hey, sometimes you got to leave something that you care a lot about in order to move towards something even better in your life, and that is difficult, like I said, for a child to hear. What's crossing over that is this Knight of Wands. So a knight is coming in. a knight in shining armor, put it that way. But this could be in any form. It could be energy. It could be an actual person. It can be male or female. It could be someone just prancing into your life with creating this events to speed up in your life. So once this happens, it's like, oh my gosh, all of a sudden the blocks are lifted. You can take action. You're probably going to be writing a lot this month. Maybe you're writing thoughts out. Maybe you're writing letters, like I wrote a letter, you know, that type of thing. But travel could be in the mix as well. And you're just feeling very inspired to take action. This is a night of action. He takes action. Either somebody's taking action towards you or you are taking action in your life, all right? You're asking about this Ace of Wands coming in. You're asking about career, you're asking about enterprise, you're asking about travel, you're asking about innovation, you're asking about work issues, maybe creative work, you're asking about your inspiration. Then maybe you got a flash of inspiration and you're asking about that. Maybe you're asking about this communication coming in. Maybe you're asking about expressing yourself. There's some sort of question around those types of things. You're asking about some sort of expression coming towards you, maybe. And what that's doing is like, it's making you go, okay, well, when this comes in, I'm going to have some decisions to make. And hopefully these are going to be easier decisions. Hopefully it doesn't mean that I have to leave everything that I built to go towards this new decision. Hopefully that this new decision actually brings in something that would serve me so much better. So you're asking about the decisions, and guess what? What's coming towards you are decisions. They're very logical decisions. They're decisions that you can pretty much make blindfolded, and it could be even decisions that the universe is making for you. Meaning, like, you think that you have to make the decision, but then all of a sudden the decision comes right to you. So for instance, you go, oh my gosh, I have to make this decision. You're biting your nails. You're really scared about it. You're like, oh my gosh, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. And then the other person that you're making a decision about comes to you and says, this is what I think would be best. You know, and you're like, okay, I didn't have to make the decision. It looks like the universe made the decision for me, right? So whatever it is the energy that you're in is this is karmic. All of this is karmic. All of this was supposed to happen this way. All of this was in the soul contract this way. So for those of you who are having big, huge life decisions and you feel like it's just disrupting your life, and you know, you're like, well, I could just be happy if I would just sacrifice this part of my life. I could just be happy, and then, you know, everything else is happy except for this one piece of my life, and that piece, if I can just sacrifice that and everything will be happy. But then the reality is like, you might have to disrupt that part of your life in order to bring in true happiness. That's karmic. You are in a karmic lesson. And that's exactly what I just went through. Is I told my person, this is my karmic lesson and I have to do it the right way. If I don't, then I'm going to have to come back and relive this again. And I don't want to relive this pain ever again. I don't want to do it ever again. I will do whatever it takes in this lifetime to not have to do it again. It was too painful. It was too bad, right? And I feel like that's how you're going to feel about this. This is karmic. This has to happen. It's going to happen in this, you know, in the way that God wants it to happen, in the way that we said it would happen before we got here. We knew it wasn't going to be easy, but we said we were going to do it, so we're going to do it. And to be more grown and mature about it. What's happening around you is reunion, union, equal, I don't want to say equal give and take just yet, but I want to say there is a union coming. And it is going to make you stronger, because this is the people around you want to make union with you. They want to make it right with you. They want to make it better. So whatever's happening that's disruptive, you're going to know, just know, that's what's coming to me. Just know that everybody around you is trying to make this better. Don't feel like you're left out in the cold. Don't feel like you're the only one doing it. Don't feel like you have to muscle up all the support for everybody else. No, there's going to be, everybody's going to be supportive in this way because this is what is supposed to happen. You're not going to be fought in any way. It's like, this is going to happen in this way. You've been fighting this energy, or the energy has been fighting you, it feels like, until this point. Now the blocks are being lifted. Now the events are speeding up. Now it's time to take action, and people are going to start taking action. They're going to be led by their angels and guides to do what's right. You don't have to lead anybody anymore. You're so used to, okay, well, now this is happening. I guess I got to do this, this, and this for everybody. And that's not the way that it's working right now. That's not the energy. Everybody's going to pull their slack. If you're moving, everybody's going to be packing, okay? Not just you this time. You know, if you're working on relationship goals, everybody's going to be working on the relationship goals this time, not just you. This is all very karmic stuff, okay? What's going to happen in 0 to 3 months from now is you're going to start getting equal give and take. So for those Libras who haven't gotten equal give and take, congratulations, it's here. You're actually going to be getting equal give and take, because I have a feeling that's what a lot of you guys have been asking for. That it's not all on you. It's not all on you to make the relationship happen. It's not all on you to make the money happen. It's not all on you to make the move happen. It's not all on you, you know, that you actually will have someone there, and the angels are there with you. They're there speaking in everybody's ears. They're there tapping on everybody's shoulders. And this time people are listening, and they're willing to do the work. They're willing to put the work in. And that is very, very beautiful. It makes me want to cry. So I will hold my tears back, Libra. All right, so 3 to 6 months from now, you all are going to build strength through this. Everybody who's involved in this is going to get stronger, and you're going to be able to look at the work that you did and be like, oh, so 3 to 6 months, I mean, you're starting the work now, but we're talking 3 to 6 months of work. That's not too bad. That's actually pretty good, especially being what I'm about to venture into. Oh my gosh. So 3 to 6 months, that's really cool, because that means that you're going to have this solidarity, this dependence, this solidified, I guess, is the terminologies that I'm hearing. And so you're going to have that in 3 to 6 months. So we're going to start on it in 0 to 3 months. So now for 3 months, we're really going to be working. And then anytime between 3 and 6 months, you're going to really start to see how it's working into your life. So don't give up between 3 and 6 months. Don't give up, because that's the work phase. In 3 to 6 months, if you look at it and say, okay, well, we made all this work, we made all this progress, and we're still where we are, this is probably an end of a cycle and a beginning of a different cycle. And or you look at it and go 3 to 6 months from now, you say, look at all the work we did. I'm so happy that we did that, because now we're no longer left out in the cold. Because I'm feeling like in this relationship, or in this whatever's happening here for you guys, both people feel left out in the cold, or maybe more than one person, more than 2 people, maybe 3 people feel left out in the cold, maybe 5 people feel left out in the cold. But I feel like whoever's involved in this situation right here, everybody has some part where they feel like they're being left out, where they're not being cared for, they're not being loved, they're not getting their needs met. Everybody has some piece of that pie in some way, you know? And so that is really, really good, Libra. I'm really excited to see that this is what's going to be happening, because this brings a lot of clarity to me as well. So let's go ahead and talk about the essential oils. The essential oil that's coming up for you, Libra, and it's coming up for a lot of people this month, is actually neroli. Neroli. Neroli is shared purpose. So, especially if you're moving through a relationship goals, or moving, or anything like that where there's a lot of people involved, it's really good if you use this oil to help you focus in on shared purpose and partnership. It's a very stabilizing oil, so that's really good. It's good for calming troubled hearts in a relationship and conflicts. It promotes harmony and changing dynamics of long-term relationships. Ongoing partnerships require acceptance and growth. Over time, perceived weaknesses in others come into full view, and as a result, individuals can grow bitter, frustrated, unsympathetic, and create emotional distance from people they once loved and cherished. If left unchecked, these feelings can grow into dysfunctional and destructive thoughts and behaviors. Perceived stagnation in a relationship can cause despair and apathy, and feed the desire of blame, punish, or escape. Alternatively, neroli invites individuals to develop the character traits of fidelity, empathy, patience, forgiveness, and resilience to ease those relationship challenges. Oh, wow. I need that oil, all right? Okay, so the other oil that came up is called helichrysum, which is upstairs. I'm using this oil because it came up for my other signs, and it's interesting it came up for Libra as well, which is my rising sign, because that is the oil of pain. So, helichrysum is a valuable oil, so it is a bit pricey, so I suggest that you do the $35 membership to get 25% off, because that is going to help you, and then you get 25% off for the entire year on any other oils. Once you do that, I'll have it in the description box down below. I will assign you, because I have a large team, I will assign you a person that will take care of you through your oil journey, somebody you can contact, you can ask questions, you can get education from. They will support you, okay? So let's find out what helichrysum is. It's an amazing healer of emotional pain. It aids to the walking wounded, those with history of difficult life circumstances, trauma, self-destruction, loss, or abuse. These individuals need a powerful spiritual support, and helichrysum offers. It gives strength and endurance to the wounded soul who must keep on living despite past difficulties. This oil restores confidence in life in the self, giving the individual strength to carry on. Helichrysum has a powerful relationship with light of the sun. It imbues joy, fervor, and hope for living. Helichrysum takes hurt souls by the hand, guiding them through life's difficulties. If individuals can persevere, this oil can take them into new heights of spiritual consciousness. Helichrysum offers hope that their emotional wounds can be healed. Wow, take that in for a second, right? Okay, let's do your crystal. And then after that, we will do the releasing of the trapped emotions, Libra. I really do appreciate you waiting for this video. I know it's the 3rd of August. I know the energy is strong, and you're probably like, I have people texting me and asking me for the videos this month. They're like, the energy is off the charts. I know. Trust me. Oh my goodness. All right, guys, Libra, agate. Okay, get back into balance. Yep, that's what I said yesterday. I said I cannot do any videos until I get back into balance. I was so imbalanced yesterday. So glad that I'm balanced enough that I could come on today and share this with you. So this is, I don't know much about that one, so let me find out. All right, now is the time for mastering your sense of equilibrium. Reevaluate how you spend your time and energy to ensure your efforts are aligned with the priorities in your life. Choose to put the less important things on the back burner so that you can give your full attention to what matters most. Taking things at a slower pace does not equate to the less productive day. Often, it is just the opposite. Taking your time and distributing your energy is healthier, more intentional way to keep you to feel more centered, enabling you to become more successful in everything that you do. A core question is, what are the priorities in my life? What areas can I make less time for in order to make these things the priority? And are these things aligned with what I'm wanting? Also, balance is my natural state of being is a great affirmation. So go ahead and sit back and listen to the music, and let's work on these trapped emotions, Libra. So breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Keep breathing as I lead you through this releasing of trapped emotions. Archangel Michael, I ask for your assistance, please, with the Libra Collective today, as we release these trapped emotions that they've been holding on to, that the higher selves have now said that it's time to let go, that they no longer need to have in their existence anymore. So we're going to start with, and I also want to ask the angels and guides that are here with Libra to surround them with love as we release these trapped emotions. And the first one is abandonment that's been living in their heart. And so Libra, we have some abandonment that's been living in our heart, and we're going to go ahead and breathe through this exercise and release that with each breath. Here we go. Breathe in and breathe out. Release. Breathe in. Make it really big and release. And I want you to think about something in your life right now that's making you feel abandoned, making you feel like, there's no love, making you feel like you're alone and lost and alone. A big word, right? So breathe in and make it really big. Feel the abandonment with everything you have and breathe out. Breathe in. One more time. Fill it with everything you have and get as much as you can out. Ready? And breathe out. Very good. And the next emotion is crying that's been living in your lungs. And I don't know about you guys, but my eyes, before I had this conversation with this person, my eyes have been watering. But I don't have allergies. I don't have anything. My eyes have just been watering on their own. And I remember telling my psychologist, I don't know why, but my eyes are just watering. I don't know why and the reason why is because that's the inner part of you. You're not recognizing you're crying. You're not crying. You're not allowing yourself to cry. So we're going to get rid of that today. So breathe in. And I want you to breathe out all the crying that's hiding inside of your lungs, that's just hidden in there, that you haven't been able to cry your whole life. Breathe out. Your parents might have said, stop crying. Just don't cry anymore. What are you crying for? I'm going to give you something to cry about. So breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. Very good, Libra. I thank you so much for being here, Archangel Michael, and helping us release those. I ask that you transmute all of that negative energy into light energy so that Libra no longer has to deal with that anymore. And I want to thank the angels and guides that were here with us during this releasing of trapped emotions, that held our hands and held our hearts and held our bodies as we may have cried through this experience if we did. We may have felt lost through this experience and felt that pain one more time. And thank you for holding us through that experience. We appreciate it. All right. Thank you so much, Libra, for coming to this video today. If you like this video or entertained in some way, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I will see you for some energy updates, because I'm going to tell you as soon as I'm done with these Capricorn and Virgo, I'm going to be doing energy updates, because you and me need to know what's going on. You and I. Bye.